And you guys are in front of this house. What do you do?
I catch them up to everything, like all the details that we learned and stuff, not just text quickly of what happened.
She smiles. Her teeth are all blue.
You got
Oh, can I get one?
something on.
Oh, do I have some?
Yeah, you
It's
kind of
pretty,
ate a
right?
Smurf. Yeah, no.
Raj,
No.
Raj, give me one.
Oh,
man. I could use some of that.
Mm. Of course not. Let me see what I got over here. Digging deep.
We're running out. I don't think a candy run. We're running out.
This one's pina colada for sure. Yeah, pina colada. Tastes like you're on the beach.
Okay.
Now you're here. Hold on. Don't take it. Green apple. Got a green apple for you, son.
Holding
Another
out
classic.
on me. Where's the good flavors, man? You holding out on me. I just walk up to the door.
Turn to Alice. I'm holding out on him.
And you approach this door. And you knock.
Well, I ring the doorbell.
Okay. It's it's like a very echoing kind of ring from the inside.
Well, about what time is it? Sorry.
By now, probably like three or
Okay.
4-ish.
Good.
It's not too late. She opens the door, and it is the woman you've seen in the Facebook photos. For those if you didn't show it to everyone, she is kind of a slender build. She's wearing black slacks with a tucked-in white button-up, with the sleeves rolled up. She's got, like I said, kind of wavy black hair, longer in front, shorter in the back. And she looks over all of you and says, "Yes, hello. How can I help you all?"
Hi, we're investigating the residence that your grandmother used to stay at, and we were wondering if you can answer a few questions about your grandmother.
Make a charisma roll.
Can I assist just by standing behind him and just nodding with my hat?
Yeah, give him a little bonus. Roll a d10 or a d12. Actually, roll a d12. Roll a d12 first.
That is a 9.
You can add 9 onto your percentage for this, or onto your roll.
Oh, okay, then I actually did pass.
Just a brooding cowboy with a sucker in his mouth standing behind you.
Yeah. I think she looks you all over and especially smiles at Roger almost stifling laughter and says, "Yeah, okay, come on in." And she gestures, and it's a very quaint, nice home. There are some shelves with books, a very in a wood-fired oven, stove, a mounted TV, and looks comfortable. And she says, "Questions about my grandmother and the old home. What questions exactly are those?" And she offers to sit down.
Well, we'll get to that. Do you live here alone, or
I do, yes.
and you used to live here with your grandmother, and or did you just receive the house?
No, I inherited it.
You
once.
inherited. Okay. Did you know your grandmother very well?
Not very well. We talked occasionally, but we live far away.
Okay, we were looking into the people who built the house. Have you been interviewed at all about your grandmother or the house before?
I've not, no. Who did you say you were with?
Wait, can I... Okay, sorry. Words are very difficult for me to make.
Falls apart immediately.
You guys were all three of us.
You want a dum-dum?
You want a dum-dum?
Everyone leaves.
In the text from Arthur Donnelly that I read, what was the name of the that he said he was with? Who did he say he was with?
The text from Arthur about
Arthur, between Arthur and Elizabeth, yeah.
Oh, and Arthur and Elizabeth. I think it doesn't say an exact organization. It says he's working at the opera, is what it says.
He's working at the what?
The
opera.
The opera?
Yes.
I have a good one. Let's see how this works.
Good luck, God bless.
Yeah.
I mean,
We're part of
I
a
could,
blog
no,
that does we're Meadowbrook we're a Meadowbrook property blog about haunted houses.
Roll a charisma check, but you're going to have a negative 40 to it because that's a bad one.
We're like ghost hunters.
Ghost hunters. 27. So it's, oh my god, did I actually get it? Charisma, right? Minus 40?
Charisma. Yeah.
So it's normally 65.
It would be
25.
Oh my god, I just barely missed it.
on property. Yeah.
Yeah.
She looks at you all and says, and she kind of like looks you over. She's raised an eyebrow. Property blog. And what exactly
haunted
are you
property blog. The haunted part's the cool part.
Property blog. Okay.
No, that's a lie. That's 100% a lie.
Yeah, we are.
No,
Truly.
I mean, we were more interested in your grandmother's past because she seemed like a very interesting and kind of secretive person. And we're more interested about her than about the house.
She says, a property blog interested in it. So you're not part of a property blog. You're part of, what was it?
I'm a property blog. Just...
She kind of steeples her fingers. All right.
More researchers.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Oh,
Ma'am,
no.
if I could just walk in. These people here, they're trying to protect you. We're actually here investigating a murder, possibly something that goes a little deeper. As you can see, I'm here from the Texas Rangers, and we're all part of a covert government organization handling things that, well, maybe don't seem so natural.
You can roll charisma.
Or hypnosis.
You could certainly try that. This would not be a good situation to do that in.
I got 19, so I got it.
She kind of settles back. It's an organization about supernatural. Trying to protect me. And
Otherwise, this is just too weird. You can kick us out. I'll just tell you that outright.
No, I'm open to discussing my grandmother and her hobbies.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Would you like some jelly beans?
What flavor?
They're the Starburst jelly beans, a good kind. I threw out all the grape already. Those are the bad ones.
I will take some of the pink ones. My favorite jelly beans are the graham cracker and Samoa's combining to make toasted marshmallow jelly bellies.
Oh, yes, the jelly bellies are a little too wild for me. These are safe.
These are safe.
Ketchup is too spicy.
Watch out for the jelly bellies.
Watch out for them jelly bellies. Coconuts and...
What sort of hobbies, as you put it, did your grandmother partake in?
She, much like you all, was interested in the otherworldly, the supernatural. That I know. I'm not sure much about her connection to the home, other than she lived there. I could do a little research. If you'd like. What is your goal here, though? Just information?
Just information.
I think she ignores you and looks to Roger. She's not looking at you
I
anymore.
said just information. Hello.
To be honest, ma'am, anything that may just seem unnatural, unordinary would probably be of assistance. So, we are trained experts. So, any information that you could provide for us, we might be able to piece them together and perhaps make some clues. Because we've been in the... Lean forward. This is a top secret investigation. We've been in that house ourselves and it's been booby trapped. Possibly. Aliens.
She was like leaning in, and then like her face contorts as you say aliens. Aliens.
Well,
Perhaps.
nothing official.
Huh. And she looks to the others as he said. Like he looks to Alice and Dawn as aliens was said, and now she is unsure.
I look
Dawn
painfully
is just
at
holding
Alice.
her head and shaking her head.
To be honest, ma'am, there's been a series of murders within this house throughout the times. Maybe your grandmother had known about it. Maybe if you do some research yourself, you'll see that there's a string going on just within those books. You might be able to find a pattern. We seek to stop the violence.
Perhaps. Alice, were you gonna say something?
Well, did he just save that moment? I'm trying to read her. Does she look like she's
Roll
back
humans.
in the game? Is she back in the
Roll
game?
humans.
Back in the game.
Roll humans.
I got a 55 out of 80.
Ooh, that's
Okay,
great.
you succeed. She looks. It looks like her, like you can see the gears turning as she's like just very focused on what you are saying and piecing things, like just taking in a lot of this information and lies and making assessments. And she says, "I do some research, yes, and I will look into it. It might take a little bit, though. Is there a way I can contact you?"
I'm gonna turn to Roger.
Oh yes, of course, ma'am. I'll give you my number, and then you can talk with me. Maybe we'll...
She puts it into her phone.
Did your grandmother, when she left you this house, did she leave you anything else? Did she leave behind any personal
Yes.
writings or?
The house was not cleaned out when she passed. She left me everything as is. I mean, I've obviously updated a little bit, but yes, her books, her things she wrote, her things, yes.
Would you mind if we looked at those?
Yes.
Oh. I'm sorry.
But I will look at them and I will contact. She gestures specifically to Alice and Roger.
Yeah.
I will contact you at my as soon as possible.
We appreciate that. Anytime, day or night, you let us know.
Is there anything else you would like to do before you leave?
You said
I'd like to be the last one out. Is about it.
I did want to ask one more question. Did your grandmother ever talk about the person she took care of, Isabel Wheeler?
No, she never spoke to me about her, but I do know she stayed in this town and didn't move out, and I think maybe they had some sort of falling out or something, but I know she stayed here.
Okay. Thank you. He gets up
Rod,
and
you're gonna leave.
stiffly walks out of the house because he's so embarrassed.
Roger, you're gonna leave last? Are you gonna do anything?
As everyone walks out, I turn around. Ma'am, if I could sweeten the pot for you. Go into my vest and I pull out the rest of the bag of those jelly beans. And I put them on the coffee table. You catch any whiff of ill intent, you call old Raj.
Alright, Raj, I will contact you as soon as possible. She smiles and does take the beans. Takes those sweet, sweet beans.
I kick the door open. No, I don't.
You guys are left now in Meadowbrook. Is there any sort of... you now have 2 leads that are kind of going to pan out tomorrow. Is there anything you would like to do before there? Any other sort of research or investigation? Or you can also just kind of skip to the next day when you have these leads coming.
I'm stuck on this car. I feel like the reason we can't find it, and it's weirding me out. Do you think it would have been impounded?
I could potentially look it up on the internet to see last known, like if it's impounded, they'd have a record of it at the the car pound.
The old pokey.
And if it's not there, then chances are it might still be at the house.
You can also check traffic cameras probably if you wanted to hack those. And
Potentially, yeah. I'll try the car pound.
Car
first.
jail.
Roll it.
Because that's easy. I got a 9.
Woo.
Yeah. You find it was parked out. It was parked like just a little bit down the road from Spooner Street, and it was impounded. Days after, like a day after its death.
I just turned the laptop around. Look at we got ourselves. I guess it's here. It's here. Do you want to go?
you know, son, you really got to work on the reveal.
Yeah, I gotta work on a lot of things.
Your showmanship. Yeah.
Oh my, yeah, me too.
I think we should definitely go and see if there's anything inside of his car, maybe that he left there from.
Okay, is that your plan?
Yeah, I think there's still time in the day.
Sure. Yeah, you got a bit of time. You drive to the impound lot, which is on a little bit. You know, you're driving for a little bit. It's maybe 20 minutes. She's on the outskirts of town. This house. And you get to the impound. Yeah, how can I help you? What you looking for?
We are looking for, well, I don't have to, well, I'm here. Kenny actually says all that.
Well, I'm here.
Hi. We're looking for, and I say the make and model and the license plate of the car.
He searches it. Oh, yeah, that was impounded. It's here. It's about $700.
I turned to everybody else. I paid for the green box. I'm not doing that.
I'll do it. I will pay the person. Yeah, I will try to roll it.
It is a little higher. Accounting
Okay.
or intelligence?
Accounting or intelligence? Well, I don't have accounting. No, my intelligence is only barely better, so this is fine. 62 out of 65. I barely succeeded.
Yeah, you succeed without. You have enough money in your account. It is now getting a little lower from your spending and your home ghost hunting business, which probably doesn't bring in the huge bucks, but you do get access to this car. He throws you the keys, and he takes the boot off. You have access to this El Camino.
We had the keys, I think.
Oh, you're right. You do have I think he.
Awesome.
Yeah, maybe have another set or something. But yeah, you got it.
That's fine. Cool. I would like to pop the trunk.
Okay.
He's not there anymore.
And unlock all the doors.
No, he left. Yeah, this guy left. As soon
Yeah,
as
I was gonna see, like,
as
kind
soon
of
as he
like
guided you guys, he was gone.
We would like to be
Yeah.
alone with the car.
Did we need the car? Did we need the whole car? Did we need to take the boot off the car to do this?
He take it off.
No, I'm saying did we need to? But did we
necessary.
need to?
We didn't need to, but we needed to get
It
to
was-
the car. We needed to get it. We needed.
It's Dawn's
just
car
unlocked
now.
the
I
doors.
believe we're
Unlock
just saw
everything, and I
solve murder
say,
there buying cars.
I'm gonna lean over to Roger and just hold my hand out
Gesture to
for
the car.
candy.
buddy. Yeah, I
Gummy.
unlock all the doors and then I pop the trunk open.
Yeah, inside you see there are 4 canisters of gasoline.
Ooh. So he was gonna burn it.
He
Whatever he was gonna burn.
He was prepared to.
Or he got bad mileage.
You also find a handheld flamethrower.
Please.
Handheld flamethrower?
Yes.
Oh, flame. Oh, like seriously,
Okay.
Brad.
Anything else?
Nope.
I'm gonna, even in the glove compartment, in the middle console?
I think he's got a map hand drawn of Meadowbrook. It's got like it's got the house 1206 circled. It's got the hotel circle. It's got how long it takes to get there, hours of the night, like usual traffic patterns, like where the usual police patrols and stuff.
well, that's a little useful.
It's got prices of like how much the house has gone for, like the Zillows, how much people had bought it for in the past, how much it was going for recently, stuff like that.
Okay. Map. All right. Well, we know he was gonna burn this thing down. I guess. Well, he's gonna try. I don't think that's worked in the past.
Is there anything useful in the text messages that got forwarded from Elizabeth to Alice's phone?
No. The main things, it's kind of the same stuff. He was looking for the Wheeler, you would now assume with all your information, he was looking for the Wheeler furniture. He hadn't explicitly told Liz that yet, but he was looking for he told her he was going to be looking for something, and they set up a meeting to talk about it. That's about what you would gather, and from the information you've all talked about, you're going to gather it's the Wheeler furniture.
I know she said 2 for 1, which means we're getting 2 pieces of furniture.
She meant, sorry, buy 2, get 1.
Buy 2, get 1.
Getting,
Okay.
We're getting
3
weird.
pieces.
The furniture
It's
that
just
was
a sectional couch. It's just 3 pieces of it.
the furniture
What are
that
the
was
odds?
in
One of the things is a mirror, though.
Ooh.
Thanks,
What
I
about
hate
the
it.
furniture that was in the green box? Is that Wheeler furniture at all?
I don't know how you know that.
Yeah, that's. Huh.
Uh,
How about
Didn't see
we look at that tomorrow after we get more furniture from Liz Tucker to see if it looks like it would match, like an aesthetic or
Okay.
something like that.
yeah, I think that's smart.
So maybe today we live our lives. Okay.
Okay.
Well, maybe.
Are you guys?
I can't think of
Good
any
night,
more leads that we could do today, so we should probably go to sleep or just.
Well, the only other thing would be the trying to find a way to get into contact with or figure out the where the survivors are being
Yeah.
housed.
The
in
Canadian
Canada.
ones.
Yeah.
Is there gas in this car?
I mean, there's 4 gas cans in the back if there's not.
No. I meant like in the tank, in the gas tank.
Yeah.
I know. If there's 4 gas cans in the back, if there's not in the car, we can just put
The
it in.
tank's about half full currently.
I'm gonna get in and turn it on.
Yeah, turns
Just
over.
leaves.
I'm ready to go.
Going
Yep.
home.
Blow
I
it.
get on my bike. I'll do the same.
Okay.
I'll grab Kenny. Bring it back to the
Kenny!
car. Kenny.
Kenny!
That's me.
So you're Alice? You're driving the El Camino. Everyone else
Hell
taking
yeah.
Tahoe and the
That's my
motorcycle?
car now.
Alice now has an El Camino.
Nice.
Did you pay for
Title
it?
and
You paid
ownership.
for
I
it?
mean, we did just somehow
Yeah,
buy
I
a
paid
car
for it.
in an impound.
Don
lot.
paid for it.
I did. Happy birthday. You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, and you guys are going back to the hotel, the Enchanted Wood. Is that the plan?
Yeah, it seems like it. We could
Okay.
probably figure out more about the Canadians there. We don't necessarily have to. Yeah,
Canadians.
Yeah.
the Canadians.
Yeah, you make it back to Enchanted Wood. You have another night. You still have 2 rooms. And it's beginning to... It's now closer to like 5 o'clock. Sun's still high, but it's a little cloudy now. Yes?
Kenny was reserving. Kenny was reserving the his room night by night. Kenny was reserving his room.
Oh, right.
Were we wanting to go all bunk in the old Arthur room
Yeah,
because
we're
it was
gonna
paid for the next
transition to
month?
that.
Sure. Yeah, you take a little bit of time. You don't have a ton of stuff. Move it to the other room.
Probably go to
And
a
you guys are good?
supermarket and buy ourselves some cots or something so that we all have beds.
And food for breakfast because it's shit food.
Yeah. Normal
You also-
hunkering down supply buying
You
montage.
guys could also you wake up at a normal hour instead of 2 p.m. and
Yeah.
maybe get
Roger buys a bottle of Old Spice cologne.
Ooh. Oh my.
And there's
Living
a
in
gigantic
Green.
misadventure about it for the entire rest of the night.
You stock up. You guys go to the local grocery store. Do you guys get it? Do you get any more candy, Roger?
Yes.
Important question.
Like, too much. Like everyone looks at me like it's where does it keep it all? And I have all these vest pockets like in my vest, and they each have like different storages. And it's like I even sewed in like little loops so I could just like put a sucker straight into it.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? So like a bandolier for bullets, but it's suckers.
Oh.
And where you like have it on your belt where you would put the bullets, it's like, same thing.
Jolly Ranchers.
Jolly Ranchers.
That's sour spray for your mouth.
That's good.
Yes.
Now Roger
Warhead.
Stout. That's a little too wild right there, Missy. You watch out. You might want to put that down before you hurt yourself.
You guys stock up on groceries and cots and make your way back to Arthur Donnelly's room in the Enchanted Wood. Is there anything you'd like to do before you sleep for the evening? Are you going to try to try to get a hold of these Canadians?
Yeah, I want to see if I can look them up.
How do you know they're from Canada?
Because of the
because-
note.
Yeah, his note, Arthur's note
Right.
said something about survivors, something about Canadian.
Canadian mental
Something
health
laws.
codes or something.
Yeah.
Talk to survivors' Canadian mental health law.
Yeah.
Okay. You can. So here's what you can do. You can try to. I'll let Kenny try to search. You can try to search survivors. It's going to take you have a huge list.
Yeah.
You can, with everyone's help, kind of figure out who lived and who died.
I was going to say, I can probably at least narrow down ones that actually had at least 2 survivers. Like, family of 4, but only 2 died sort of things. Like, I can weed out any of them that are like, 2 people lived there, but 2 people died kind of things. So, that probably helps.
Roll your computer check, whatever you want to try to see who you get a hold of.
I got a 97 out of 80.
Okay. You kind of find whatever the kind of Canadian, whatever trail that led to. You figure out it is the Tourés. They live there. It's on the record. You have that sheet still I sent you a while ago?
Probably, but I know who the Tourés are. That was the kid that died.
Yeah, that was the baby.
Shit.
Yeah.
Well, that narrows it even
John
further.
boy.
You can know what you find out like either they're not answering or they're like some of them are unable to get a hold of. The one person you did and a couple other, you find a couple of the people that are alive. There are two of the Diaz. You find 2 Diaz's that are related to Peter, and they are still alive, but they do not answer your phone. The only person you get is you get a hold of you find the number, let's put it that way, of a man named Jason Aiken, who lives currently in Turin, New Mexico. And if you look at the sheet, he lived in the house during the late 80s, and that is a number you can call.
How late is it?
It's like 7 p.m. by the time you guys have now got all the groceries, brought everything back.
New Mexico is probably at least 2 hours behind. So I'll give him a call.
It rings for a second.
I quickly throw the phone at Alice.
This is Jason Aiken. Who is this?
Quick refresher. Who am I speaking to?
Jason Aiken.
No, I know, but
I'm Jason Aiken. Hello?
Jason Aiken? Good old Jason Aiken? Wait, but were you what was the information that we just obtained? Did you share it with all of us, or did you just throw me the phone?
I didn't. So, as you're like talking, I was just like, he's one of the survivors of the house. He lived in the house in the 80s.
Is this the, Jason Aiken? I hate that name.
Is this Jason naked?
Jason, are you naked right now?
This seems highly inappropriate for 6 p.m. on a Thursday.
Oh, you're
But
not
yes,
very
I
fun.
am.
But yes, always.
Who lived in... Where the hell are we?
1206
Nail it.
Spooner Avenue.
Spooner... No, but are we in Jersey?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who used to live on Spooner Avenue in New Jersey? In a big house?
Yeah, roll charisma or
Charisma?
Charisma.
Charisma?
Charismo.
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 Charismai. That's plural and also possessive.
Chair-ismo.
It's not ideal. I did sure get an 87 out of 75.
Boo.
He, there's a pause and he says, I used to live there, yeah. How can I help you?
My name is Alice, and we are conducting a bit of a further investigation on that particular house, and I wondered if you're comfortable, of course. I know that it probably it might be difficult memories to bring up, but I wondered if you might be willing to share your experience in the house.
You're not with one of them unsolved mysteries, are you? I hate
Oh.
them programs.
I do too. Absolutely not. No.
I ain't giving my rights away. You can't film me or nothing. But I'll tell you,
This isn't even being recorded, so.
Yeah, I mean, I lived there for quite a bit, but I never had, nothing odd happen till my wife passed.
I'm very sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it was me and her there. Found her body. The house was just chock full of gas. I saw bloody handprints everywhere on doorknobs, on banisters, on a stove. But, of course, when they cleared of the gas, no one saw nothing. And they told me hallucinations were normal with all that gas I had inhaled. But, she was gone, nothing I could do, so I up and left.
That sounds horrific. I'm so sorry that you had to experience that. Was there anything strange that led up to that event at all that you can remember, even if it was something minor that you kind of brushed off?
Roll one persuade check, sure. Or charisma.
Okay, 25.
It's out of a lot, right?
Out of a lot. Well, 75, yes. A lot.
He said, and he pauses for a second. You know, neither me and my wife were of a musical persuasion, but I could swear occasionally I would hear piano being played around. I wasn't sure if maybe the neighbors were into the jazz.
No, not the
The notes came to them.
Piano music, you say? Did your wife hear it as well, or just you?
You know, now that you ask, I don't know if we ever talked about it. It was just a slight annoyance.
If there's anything else that you can think of that occurred during your time there in that space, I know this might be out of the blue. I'm not sure the last time you even thought about this, but we're doing our best to figure out to help heal some of the tragedies that have occurred in that space.
No, I will give him your number. I may give you a jingle, but I doubt it.
That's all right. That's fine. I'll give him the number to what? Do I know the phone to the number to the phone that I'm on?
Yeah, I think you guys can get
Okay.
the burner.
Then I'll go ahead and share that. Thank you so much for your time.
My pleasure. He hangs up.
Yeah,
So that's fucking weird.
that one was the one listed as gas leak. Which is different because most of these are very like it says accident and suicide a lot. There's only a couple that are like more like focused, and that's one of them. So gas leak. The other ones are fire. Actually, speaking of which, Teray was an accident. Only one dead, so I guess it's the kid.
The boy, yeah, who I think drowned in
So
the
the
bathtub.
parents are the ones that are still alive in Canada.
Yeah.
Let's see. Fire. Thomas and Imogen Greeley. I think we actually looked into that one already. Something tells me that just says we shouldn't try to burn the house down because 2 of them died. But yeah, okay. Well, Maybe I could try getting a hold of the Therese again tomorrow.
It would be
Okay.
helpful if we could get a hold of someone else to see if they also found bloody handprints all over the house.
Yeah. We didn't see that. Right?
Is there anything else you guys want to do before you go to bed? No?
Drunk slumber party?